Hey, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. We're on lesson 118 of A Course in Miracles. And for morning and evening review, the first review is God's peace and joy are mine. Today, I will accept God's peace and joy in glad exchange for all the substitutes that I have made for happiness and peace. I'm doing a pretty intense mind practice in addition to this, because I think you'll find that the deeper you go into this work, sometimes it will rattle the atmosphere and you might find yourself in what feels like a little bit of chaos. Like all of a sudden things are just coming up and you're thinking to yourself, I'm going deep into God's work, into God's heart. Why are these things showing up in front of me? It's twofold. It's, can you put these lessons into practical application? Can you apply what you've learned? And another reason is there might be things coming up that don't fit your vibe anymore, because you will change your frequency when you do this type of work. So things that used to be fun may fall flat. And you're just thinking, why does this not feel that great anymore? I used to have so much fun doing this. It might be because you are kind of doing a little bit of a clearing and a cleansing, and it may not fit with your new story. And your new story is essentially a place of peace and joy and knowing that you're worthy of it. I mean, I know we hear everybody saying, you are worthy, you are deserving. To know it here is one thing, but to feel it, to experience that true feeling, that love that is, you can't even put it into words on how worthy you are. No matter what your past looks like, it is not real because it is not your truth. Bottom freaking line. Yes, you did it. Yes, you feel like a shithead for doing it. Yes, you have regrets, but do you think that was coming from a God space? Whatever took place? No. So, in essence, it wasn't your truth. Know that. It was coming from wounds and ego, little arrogance, fear, greed, lack, everything that is not of God. The truth of what you are and what you deserve, which is the same thing, that's like a light bulb saying, while turned on, I deserve light. The light bulb is light, especially when it's turned on. And of course, you deserve light because you are light. That's exactly the same idea here. Peace and joy are mine through God, from God, because we look for peace and joy in so many other empty ideas or material things, and it might bring us some for a fleeting moment. And then you're out looking for the next thing to give you peace and joy. When it's not constant, it's not truth. It's not to say you have to sacrifice all the lovely material items out there in the world. No, there's no sacrificing. You might even find yourself getting more, but you'll realize your peace and joy don't come from that. They come from God, which is a constant. It never changes. And yes, you are deserving because you are it. All we're doing is removing the blocks and getting you back to the awareness of who you are. You're not getting something and like treating it like some sort of badge of honor or a degree or diploma. This is who you already are before you even started this book, before you even came into this incarnation. You are already the light bulb turned on. You don't deserve the light. You are the light. That's it. This is just a practice of awareness, not trying to achieve, because that spiritual ego can mess with you as well. And it will make you think, oh, you're not doing it right. You didn't do the lesson. You didn't do it on the hour and every half hour. You're not going to get your badge. You're not going to be able to graduate. You're not a good course student. No. This is purely a remembrance, a course on remembering who you are, what you are made of. And it does not matter if you woke up feeling like shit today, or that you want to take revenge on somebody. You are still the light. But when you are in that mental space of anger and wanting to get back at somebody, or lack, or oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to pay bills, or I haven't found a job yet, whatever the case is, just know that all of that is not who you are. Become aware of knowing who you are, what you are, which is peace and joy. Not only are you deserving of it, it is there within you. It just needs to be made aware to you. You need to become aware. That's it. You're not going anywhere. You're not getting anything. You're just maybe removing some barriers to the truth that has been with you since you were a star, a thought in the galaxy, in the universe. Second review. Let me be still and listen to the truth. If you are having one of those rotten days, I've had several of them these last couple of months, and doing this work, I know nothing gets lost on me. Rotten anything is meant for my healing. It's meant to be examined. It's meant for me to sit in stillness and listen to the truth. Thank God for these last couple of months of calamity in my life. When I was in it, I was intellectualizing, saying, I know this is happening for very good reason. It's always, there's a healing happening. There's going to be a learning. And once I get through the birth canal on this up-leveling that is going on in my life right now within me, I will get to the other side of it and feel it. But when I'm inside the jar, I can't feel shit except guilt, regret, mistake after mistake. How could you do that? Why are you self-sabotaging? It just doesn't serve me. But anytime those thoughts, even while in the jar, this is why this work is so helpful, because even that ego is still, you don't get rid of the ego. It's still going to be there till the day we are gone, and then back again and back again and back around again. But at least I was able to intellectualize. But I'm like, I don't feel it yet because I'm still feeling panic and scared, and my nervous system is upside down during all of this chaos. But it was here. I know this is happening for me, not to me, not at me. This is not an attack. So I had to go real quiet and just let God's love stream through me, removing another layer, another barrier. And the astrology, which is part of it, absolutely helps with timing as well. I feel sometimes not that great during full moons. But because I know, okay, it's a full moon and energy's pretty potent, and I might be picking up a lot of the atmospheric energy as well. When you know that, you can kind of just be still and kind of like hang on for dear life until it's over. And it might require a hot bath, a little quiet time, a walk, maybe more YouTube videos, listening to more YouTube videos to inspire you. Sorry, I always get the itches. So let me be still and listen to the truth. Let my own feeble voice be still and let me hear the mighty voice for truth itself assure me that I am God's perfect son. You are so perfect. With the calamity and the flaws and the lying that you may have done. Maybe you've stolen. Maybe you have cheated on an exam, on a partner, maybe you haven't been honest with yourself. Maybe you're judging everybody. Maybe you feel a little bit greedy or jealous. Jealous is the worst. And you're on social media and you're scrolling and you're just like, oh, look at that. It can be subtle or it could be like in your face. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When you become aware that you are a perfect child of the Holy Spirit, those emotions become like whispers. They are not loud and banging in your ear anymore. And you recognize them as that is not my truth. That is that little weaselly little ego, that entity that edges God out. E-G-O, ego, edges God out. And you can get really good distinguishing from the two and say, that's not a truth. Because when let's say you're on social, you're scrolling, you start to stalk people you don't even know and kind of envying what looks to be a beautiful life, this beautiful family, or they're on this vacation on a boat, and you feel that little grumbly in your stomach, that pang, that trigger in your solar plexus, which basically is turned on, saying, how come I'm not living that life? How come I'm not deserving? How come I'm not worthy? It's so subtle, and you may not be doing that mental, verbal checklist, but that little pang in your stomach is that automatic, lower vibrating kind of boom, boom, boom happening. But you're going to get so good. The more you do this, the more you maybe do meditation to feel, by quieting your mind through this review lesson, through the actual lesson, through meditation, to get your confidence to hear this beautiful, soft voice of the truth from God. That when your nervous system is upside down, examine and say, what are the lower vibrating emotions that are coming up as my stomach just turned from getting a parking ticket? Or this thing of victimization. Why that I'm not lucky. There's that worthiness piece, and it's false. So catch it. Not true. That's not who I am. I know who I am because I'm God's son. I'm connected to Holy Spirit, and they love me, and they want me to know these are just mistakes. These are not sins. They're mistakes that mean nothing. They mean nothing. Once you come to the awareness of who you truly are, they mean nothing. Okay. On the hour, God's peace and joy are mine. On the half hour, let me be still and listen to the truth. Lesson 118, I love you so much. God bless you. You got this. You are worth it because you are it. You have nothing to attain or achieve. You just need to be aware and then experience that awareness. Keep doing it. This is why we do it. It's practice. It's like going to the gym. Get your muscle strong. You got to work the muscle. That's what we're doing. We're working this muscle. Thank you so much. Till next time. Take care.